evening. I'd like to call tonight's planning board meeting to order. We'll try and keep this quick this evening. I know everybody wants to be watching the Sox tonight rather than this, so let's get started. Review and approval of the minutes from the September 4th, 2025 meeting. Has everybody had the opportunity to review?
Yes.
Yeah.
Any
Yes.
questions or comments?
No.
Approval.
No questions.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, all set. Nice have it. Review and sign bills. I do believe we have one this evening for Graves Engineering for work at 308 and 312 Boston Turnpike in the amount of $2,194.81 for site plan review. Can I please get a motion to approve and sign this bill?
Move that we authorize the expenditures read by the chair.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Excellent. Next up is board member comments. Matt, any comments this evening?
No comments.
Dino?
No comment.
Perna?
No comment, Chair.
Steve?
No comments.
Tim?
No comments.
Okay. Over to staff report.
Thank you. I do have one announcement this evening. We'll be holding a community forum in the senior center for our townwide economic development plan. That will be at 7 p.m. in the senior center on the 15th. This plan is looking at commercial corridors, Route 9, Route 20, and 140, and looking at ways that we can improve commercial development along those corridors. It'll be important as we look at land use planning and move into the master plan process. It will dovetail with those efforts and identify those. So the consultant's been working on a lot of data collection. They'll be presenting a lot of that information that they've collected and collated, and then we'll be engaging with residents in discussion around what that data means. So if you're available, please attend. Announcements for that actually will be going out probably on Monday. We'll have a flyer, so you guys get a little bit advance notice of that. There will be a survey that's attached to that flyer as well, so we'll be asking people to engage in that survey as well.
Great. Thank you very much. Next, we do have one A&R plan for 321 and 335 Maple Ave. This plan has been reviewed by staff for compliance with MGL Chapter 40A, Section 81P, and it has been recommended to the board for endorsement. Do I have a motion to endorse the plans received and authorize the town engineer to sign on the board's behalf? Is there a motion for the
I'm-
A&R?
Yeah. I move that we endorse the A&R plan.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All right, ayes have it. Thank you. Next item on the agenda is meetings and hearings. First item this evening is the proposed parking modification. This is a de minimis change request for Shrewsbury White City LLC at 2050 Boston Turnpike. This is a new public meeting, so.
Yep. Yeah, public meeting, not public hearing. So there's a request for de minimis change. Substantively, the proposal is to adjust the parking plan. This is the White City Shopping Plaza, so that parking adjustment is being done primarily to facilitate, a new tenant that will be moving into the plaza. The parking as it exists has been reduced by special permit from previous approvals of the board. So to the extent that they're adjusting the parking, this de minimis change does require board approval under that. So.
Okay. Any questions or comments from the board?
No question, Chair.
Really, for employees only in the back and new ADA accessible parking in the front for the UMass building. I don't think it's a big deal that the properties were mislabeled. So I'm all for it.
All right.
For approval?
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Excellent, ayes have it, thank you. Next item on the agenda is the proposed common driveway special permit for 33 and 35 Redland Road. We have,
You just, yeah, I think he's setting up for the other one. That's a different one.
oh,
Yeah, we have a
okay,
request to continue.
sorry, I was gonna say that. We have received a request to continue. Can I get a motion to continue this public hearing to our next meeting, which is
November 6th.
November 6th.
At 7 PM.
November 6th at 7 PM?
I move that we grant the applicant's request to continue the scheduled public hearing this evening until Thursday, November 6th at 7 PM.
Is there a
second it.
second? All those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Next item on the agenda is proposed mixed-use development site plan approval and special permit for 308 and 312 Boston Turnpike. Again, we have received a request to continue this hearing, this public hearing, to the November 6th meeting at 7 o'clock. Is there a motion to allow this continuance?
I move that we grant the applicant's request to continue the public hearing that was scheduled for this evening until Thursday, November 6th at 7 PM.
Is there a
Second.
second? All
Second.
those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Excellent. Next on the agenda is a proposed common driveway special permit. This is a continued public hearing for 29 Hill Street.
So, to the chair and the other board members, at the last meeting we left, there was just some concern or uncertainty in regard to a couple of the fire safety issues as to whether the fire department found the driveway layout acceptable, and if there was any issue with the location of the nearest hydrant, which is actually, sorry, it's this, here it's this red dot. It's basically across the street from the east end of the frontage. And after that meeting, we emailed with the department. We got response from Kevin, if I say his name right, Weigold, the deputy chief, who I believe in both those issues found the proposal to be acceptable. And we forwarded that email to Chris and to Louise O'Neill.
Okay.
And I would just reiterate, I think we are 100% in compliance. We have 3 waiver requests, which again were from a landscape plan, which again, we already have landscaping required as part of the, specifically as part of the order of conditions, a lighting plan, and a traffic report, which we feel are just not really, normally that's a reasonable thing to ask in the special permit requirements. In the case of just 3 houses, it's probably not merited, and that's, so we're asking for those 3 waivers, but we think we've addressed everything.
Okay. Any board member questions or comments?
No question.
I'm all set.
Yeah.
Staff have-
I'm in agreement with the draft decision as written, the waivers requested, and the associated conditions set forth in the draft decision.
I did want to make one comment, just for the benefit of the public that did come out on this one. We did receive some comments and questions regarding access to trail systems at the rear of the property. I did evaluate this opportunity in relation to the proposed project, connection to the existing Ross and Hill Trail. What we've discovered and looked at is that there's actually a significant amount of wetlands to the existing Ross and Hill Trail that would really preclude anything on this property from connecting to that. We also explored opportunities with the applicant in terms of viability for preserving portions of the property as open space. Largely what we see is that, the property isn't further developable, and so whether it's in private hands or public hands, the property will largely remain preserved in its existing state. With that, we've kind of explored all of those opportunities. We did have some draft language in terms of easements and connections, but again, after kind of looking at those and exhausting all options, we found that there's really no benefit to the community to have any kind of connection or trail system connected here. I do note that there is an existing town-owned trailhead that connects to the Straw Hollow cul-de-sac and goes to the Commonwealth property that is to the back of this property. Whether or not a trail system in there is viable is also questionable, but that would be a more appropriate connection in terms of a future trail system. We could explore that with the neighborhood if they're interested in it. But at this time, there's, for this project, there's no reasonable connection.
Great. This is a public hearing. Is there any members of the public wishing to speak on this item this evening? Seeing none, I'd like to make a motion to close this public hearing for 29 Hill Street.
I move that we close the public hearing on the common driveway at 29 Hill Street.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Hearing is now closed. And we do have the draft decision in front of us.
Yeah, we do have a draft decision that's been prepared. It's largely the same as what I think was previously provided to the board, with the exception that we removed that draft condition for the easement connection. For the board's consideration, there's the 3 waiver requests, which we can take individually or in total, and then the decision as a whole at the board's pleasure.
I think you got a poll list on the waivers and the decision.
On each waiver?
Well, you can,
Or
I
we
think you
can-
can consolidate that. So you're non-controversial, but you should, you know.
Okay. All right, so we're ready to make a decision on this evening. I guess I'd first ask that I'd ask for a motion on the waivers requested for 29 Hill Street. Those waivers include, not having to provide a landscape plan, a traffic impact analysis, and a photometric lighting plan. Is there a motion to adopt these waivers as requested?
Okay, I guess, yes, I would move that we accept the 3 waivers set forth in section 4A, B, and C of the decision. I'm in favor of each of them.
Okay.
I'm in favor too.
I am also.
Also.
You know, Matt? Okay.
Motion carries.
All right, so at this point, can I entertain a motion on this special permit application?
I move that we authorize the clerk to sign the decision entitled Decision of the Planning Board regarding the application for special permit, Planning Board permit number 25-22, and again, is set forth in the schedule on page 8. I am in favor of this decision.
I am in favor of this decision too.
Do you know?
In favor.
Matt?
I'm in favor.
Tim?
I'm in favor as well.
And I am as well.
So Tim, you can sign.
All right.
Good. Thank you, everyone, for your time
Thank
and your
you.
consideration.
Thank you. All right, new business this evening is to discuss and deliberate on 9 Walcott. We have 2 decisions in front of us, one for site plan approval and one for special permit.
Okay.
Yeah, so the board's last meeting, we did close the public hearing. I had requested one last look at the decision to make sure that we had it drafted appropriately. The only change from the previous version was I included some language in the decision section, which illustrated the original vote and then the reconsideration under the appropriate sections of the local bylaw and Massachusetts general laws. And then the board's overall vote, which they presumably will take this evening. So those were the only substantive changes. The balance of it remains the same.
Okay. Any board questions, comments? Let's take these separately. First on the site plan approval for 9 Walcott.
So, would those changes be both in the site plan approval as well as the special permit, or just one?
Correct, yep.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. I move that we authorize the clerk to sign the decision entitled Decision of the Planning Board regarding application for site plan approval for 9 Walcott Street.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Did you, opposed?
I'm opposed.
Okay.
You still gotta sign it, though.
All right, the ayes have it for the site plan approval. Next is the special permit for 9 Walcott Road. Same items that you had referenced in your previous comments, Chris.
Correct, yep.
No waivers?
Let me. Make
No.
sure.
Apparently not.
No, there were no waivers.
All right. So can I entertain a motion for the adoption of the special permit for 9 Walcott Road?
I move that we, I move that we grant the special permits set forth in the decision of the planning board regarding the application for special permits 9 Walcott Street, including the special permit for a two-family dwelling in a residence B2 zoning district, and a special permit for the use regulation to allow the maximum FAR for a two-family dwelling in the residence B2 zoning district, both of which special permits I am in favor of.
Is there a second on this motion?
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Opposed.
Ayes have it. Thank you.
Good. Listen, don't come back.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
I appreciate it for a long time.
No.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Next is old business. Chris, I don't have any old business,
Evening.
and no correspondence this evening either. So with that, I'd like to entertain a motion to adjourn.
I move that we conclude this evening's public hearings, and this is a record.
Is
Second.
there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Excellent.
Mel Gordon and I did, I think it's 7:20.